everyone, and welcome to the Arrows Up podcast. Harry's here.
He's back.
He's back, yeah. On Monday, pitchers and catchers reported to their
Yeah,
respected training day, spring
facilities, spring
training
training
facilities. And
in
today,
Arizona and Florida.
yeah, and today all the position players going to the WBC reported. So, like good position players, we are reporting today to record as we get ready for the beginning of another long MLB season. And it starts really today. Today is when you start to get all the interviews, all the quotes. This is where last year your boy Dave Roberts got in trouble, pretty much guaranteeing a World Series title. And we all know how that ended.
How it always ends. It's not even how it ended. I don't think there's ever been somebody that predicts them winning the championship.
Yeah, that never usually works. So it's like the fan that tattoos the championship trophy. You're guaranteed to lose it. But we have a wrinkle this year because we have the World Baseball Classic happening starting March 7th. So we're like 2 weeks away from that. Which always tends to enhance the baseball season because you'll get guys that start off slow, and if they go to these tournaments, by the time the regular season starts, they're already like a month in. At least their bodies are. Some guys get more hurt, and then you also get the other side where guys start off hot and then they kind of fizzle out because they get tired. Yeah. So it should be a very interesting season from that standpoint. Let's do the WBC overview just because there's not much to talk about with spring training yet. But WBC, who's the favorite? Who do you think is going to take it? Who's your dark horse team? Who do you have?
I think it's a three-team race. It's a three-team race. Japan, Dominican Republic, and
Mexico.
USA.
Oh, not Mexico.
No. And don't confuse it with soccer either, because
this isn't the Gold Cup. I thought this was the Gold Cup.
Nah, they can't even win that one anymore.
Oh man.
Maybe Cuckoo. What is his name? Cuckoo.
So U.S., Japan, and Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic is loaded like every year, like every time.
Yeah, of course.
USA is it's a decent team. Japan is just always good. It's just you got the best player in baseball on that team. Yeah, you're gonna be really, really
Mike
good.
Trout is Japanese now?
No, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, are you on that train? Is that what we're gonna do all year? We're gonna do this all season long. You're gonna
no,
on the Shohei Ohtani's the best baseball player.
Well, it's like I talked about it last year. Any guy that can go both ways, he should be considered as the top player all time, or not all time in season.
Okay, well, I guess that's what we're gonna argue about all season.
The best player in like baseball, like just player wise. Yeah, it's Mike Trout. It's like there's no doubt about that. Yeah. Let's talk about the teams. It's in Pool A. You have China, Netherlands, Cuba, Italy, Panama. So out of there, I probably see Cuba leaving out of there. I would say probably Netherlands and Cuba.
The Netherlands
Pool A.
Low key have a pretty.
They're always no matter what sport it is. They're
frisky.
Just, they're good. They're good no matter what sport you're playing in, soccer, baseball, foosball.
Yeah.
Yeah, because or soccer is good, or whatever, football, whatever they call it over there. Pool B, Japan, Korea, Australia, China,
The
Czech
Czech
Republic.
Republic.
So it's gonna be a Korea, Japan, probably
Yeah.
coming out of there.
Australia, I think could be
Pool,
an interesting choice.
yeah, I would call it maybe a dark horse out of there.
Hmm.
Pool C, you have USA, Mexico, Colombia, Canada, Great Britain. I would say probably this one here, it'll be USA, Mexico, Canada. That'd probably be my like
So what is it? The top three teams advance or the top
the
two?
top two.
Top two. Gotcha.
So it's the winner of the pool and the runner up
Okay.
that make it to the next.
Gotcha.
So we would put probably Canada as a dark horse or
Yeah.
Mexico as a dark horse, either or. They could fight for that. Pool D. Um, should I even should we even talk about Pool D?
It's just the
Uh,
Dominican Republic and France, pretty much.
uh, you think Puerto Rico can't give them room for their money? Venezuela? I don't think Venezuela.
No,
They have some good
I just
young
think the
guys in
Dominican
Venezuela,
Republic is top to bottom. Just they have
but somebody has
everything.
to get out as a runner up.
Yeah, Puerto Rico probably.
So you have Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Israel, and Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Very interesting in Nicaragua. I didn't know baseball was
Hmm.
popular in Nicaragua.
Well,
Uh,
baseball's super big in like Central America and all those countries.
yeah, I would just to feel the team. I don't know, but it's crazy how this is all working out. Like in soccer, you have to be naturalized on that country to play, right?
Hmm.
Here's like wow. So Austin Barnes is playing for Mexico. Austin Barnes from the Dodgers is playing for Team Mexico.
Yeah.
It's because his grandparents, parents, I think, something like way down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly and
Well,
crazy.
I was super surprised when I saw Jaron Duran. I'm
Mhm.
like, he's Mexican? He's
Yeah,
Mexican descent? And yeah, sure enough. Because you look at him and he just looks like a white guy. He's just like
I think
American born.
the team that should be good and isn't good is Cuba
Yeah.
because you're not really getting all of the Cubans, the really good
Mhm.
Cubans out of there.
No.
It's like the rule is you can't ever defect the country, so that throws out a bunch of guys already. Um,
Yeah, if Cuba could use the Cubans,
oh yeah,
which sounds funny, but if they could use their the Cuba if the Cuba could use the Cuban born players, they would be a lot of fun.
yeah. I was looking at the rosters and it's like, wow, they're just taking a bunch of like no, well, not nobody's, but there's somebody's over there,
Yeah,
but nobody's in the radar.
right.
Um,
And what sucks about those guys, because this is a good opportunity for a lot of the players that are playing in this tournament to showcase themselves,
mhm,
especially the guys that are not in the league.
mhm.
And for Cuba, that's not even an option because they wouldn't even be given the opportunity to
It's sad.
play
It's
for a team.
sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It's like I would want to see. I would want to see Cuba. Cuba. There's a lot of good Cubans out there that aren't being showcased because so Chapman, I believe, can play.
Hmm.
Puig is in jail. Well, gonna be in jail pretty soon,
Yeah.
but he can't play. Let's see. I'm missing a bunch of Cubans in off the top of my head. It's late. It's a late night, so um, name some Cubans. Come on. I was gonna say Levon Hernandez, but that's like he probably has
Levon,
grandkids. He
you
already
get
has
you
grandkids and stuff.
you want to give him a El Duque.
El Duque, right? Um, so the predictions right now, what Vegas is saying, Pool A, it'll
Well,
be
because
the
you have
Cuba, it'll be
for
the
like
Cuba or Netherlands.
yeah.
Um, so Pool A, so the yeah, Cuba, Netherlands. Like I said, I haven't read this before. I'm doing it all like live right now.
Well, because look, if Cuba was able to use their guys, they would be able to take Jordan Alvarez, Yuli
There you go.
Gurriel,
Where were these at?
Jose
Wake up,
Abreu,
German. You got a coffee over there or not?
Desmani Grandal,
There you go.
which
Oh,
but it's a
Yasmani, I think
catcher.
is
Did he retire?
yeah.
No, he's still
No, no,
playing.
no. I'm saying I just remembered he defected.
Like just those guys that they would be,
They would be really, really,
yeah, so just
really,
super
really good.
competitive, yeah. So
Yeah, really. Pool B, like I said, Japan and Korea.
yeah,
Yeah, am I that good that I don't need to even read these? This is what Vegas is saying. I haven't read any of this.
we'll see. I
Pools,
think Mexico's getting at it, but Mexico has a lot of good talent on that roster.
yeah, it's
A
US
lot
and
of
Mexico, but
a
Canada's
lot of major league a lot of major league talent on that roster. I like it.
so Pool D is the most competitive group of the four. Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, Dominican Republic, USA, and Japan. That's gonna be probably where it's gonna end up going there. It's fun. I'm actually excited. I I don't think it's there should be some type of rule or some type of thing that they do so it won't be in spring training. I don't like the timing of it. I'm not really a fan of the timing of it. And we can't even make it after the season either because it's you
well,
know
it's kind of hard because you have nowhere to put it.
I I kind of came up with this, make it like a yearly thing, like do qualifiers. You know, like soccer does it qualifiers 1 year, and then like just go into the tournament. Don't play that tournament out. Play the tournament out within like the 3 4 years in. Every year there's a new objective for it. Just to keep them just to keep them live. Um, I don't know. I just like to see the players that are out there. It's very very interesting.
Yeah.
Um, trying to see the Japanese team. All the new Japanese guys are gonna get posted pretty soon. Um, yeah, it's it's fun. Fun to
Yeah. So
watch. I'm excited. I wanted to go out there. I wanted to go to Arizona, but it's gonna be pretty tough with my scheduling.
yeah,
I wanted to go watch the USA Mexico game.
that one's gonna be in Arizona.
Arizona, yeah, Arizona.
Oh man. So
And on
the
the
so
weekend,
these
on the weekend.
these games are being played what Taiwan, Japan, and the U.S. Right? Those are the host cities
Yeah,
or the host countries. I mean,
the host countries. So Japan,
yeah, that may,
Taiwan,
and
Arizona, and
this goes
Miami.
what all the way through April.
It goes all the way to March 6th, 18th, I think it is.
Oh, so this is like a
Oh, March
quick
20th, March
turnaround
20th, sorry.
tournament.
March 20th, March
Okay,
20th.
so it's like a 3 week tournament, pretty much.
Hmm. Yeah, it's pretty quick. I guess they play once.
Yeah.
From what I was seeing, they play in a weekend. They get through pool play in the weekend, and then they jump into the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then championship.
Yeah.
I don't know why the championship is not on the West Coast. I don't understand why it's in Miami. I really don't. Maybe they think Cuba's gonna make it, and they want to go with all the Cubans.
Oh, maybe.
I don't understand. I don't
I mean, I
understand. There's
guess
so
that
many
makes
beautiful stadiums.
sense. Yeah.
There's so many beautiful stadiums out there that they can just go. I was gonna say Dodger Stadium, but there's other beautiful stadiums out there.
Yeah.
Um, that can handle like Yankee Stadium would be nice. Nice to host this.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it's weird that they picked the one
even
stadium that has no history.
Arizona, like Texas, even the Texas
The
Stadium, the
Texas
the,
one.
the
Yeah.
Ranger Stadium, I would play probably a game there, and you'll get. It's crazy because in soccer, Texas and California, like the top cities that they host soccer
Hmm.
games
Yeah.
because they're like the biggest melting pot in the U.S.
Yeah.
in New York, of course. Um, yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of the U.S. cities that they picked. I don't want to travel 7 8 hours to go watch USA Mexico and then turn around back. Like last time they
Yeah.
did it was San Diego, LA, I think it was Miami also. But they picked like more than one Well, the
Yeah.
one's stadium, which was nice.
And you went to
Uh,
see them
I
at
didn't
Dodger
go. I didn't
Stadium?
go. I didn't
Oh,
go
you
sit.
didn't go. Okay.
No, the championship game was at Dodger Stadium.
And this is done what? This is done every what? 2 years, 3 years?
It seems 3 years, 2, 3 years. Don't quote me on that. 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Actually, 2019. Yeah, it's like 2, 3 years. 2018, I think was the last one that they did.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's gonna be interesting just to see how it affects the season. So you're getting a lot of guys that are prominent on their teams. You're getting a lot of guys um, that are that their teams need them to produce. So it's going to be fascinating to see how
But we're not worried about the
they
Angels, so
really do.
the Angels aren't going to
Oh
produce to
yeah,
the
the
way it matters.
Angels,
They
yeah, but it's just like if
the
you're
Red Sox aren't going to produce.
yeah no, but I'm saying if you're the Dodgers and you have Will Smith catching for the U.S.,
Mookie
that's
Betts.
that's a whole month. You got Mookie Betts as well. You got a whole month of miles that you're putting on them. And granted, the argument could be made, well, they would be putting on these miles in spring training, but it's different because in spring training, you're accumulating these innings over
Yeah.
the course of the month, where you're
Uh-huh.
putting an inning here, two, three, and then you're building yourself up. Here, you're gonna jump straight into of like full-fledged games that not only are they competitive, but they're going to mean something because you don't go to the WBC just to get fresh. You go there because you're trying to represent your country, pride,
Yeah.
all of it comes in. So the risk of injury is really high, and so for a lot of the players that are representing teams that have World Series hopes, um, that could be a factor heading into the season.
Well, there
So
hasn't been any injuries. Thankfully, there hasn't been any injuries in the past.
yeah, but that's always the risk.
Significant injuries.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was reading an article today that Kershaw's having issues trying to get cleared for it. I think there's some complications coming up in this physical, whatever they do to clear
really.
him. Yeah.
Well, that's
So
not fun.
yeah. They have enough pictures. They're good. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Well, the Grom's already
Um,
saying he's got he's got tightness. Did you hear
let's not
about
even get to that one. He showed up and he's already hurt.
I read that. I'm like, oh my god! Of course, the Grom's already has to go on the DL. Of course.
Yeah, the Texas Rangers are gonna be a tough. They remind me of the Miami Marlins when they loaded up that one year and they just mid-season they unloaded everybody. Remember when they opened this? I forget the year, but when they opened up the new stadium, the one they have now,
I
and they
thought it
loaded it up with
was
a bunch of players,
I
a
thought it
bunch
was
of.
so funny how they paid last year when they paid Simeon, and I'm like, okay.
He's part of the core. Him, Seager.
But I understand paying Seager, but you gonna pay Simeon? Like
Yeah,
it
they're
just turned out
desperate, dude. They're desperate,
to be a
desperate.
disaster.
They're trying to compete with the Astros.
Well,
Which is crazy.
you
The Astros are doing it unfortunately out of Dodger fans coming out, they're doing it the right way.
you need
They're
a
they're developing.
you need a farm system to compete against the Astros. Money does
Yeah.
nothing to the Astros. Um, let's do as we get into the season. I want to go throughout the year. I want to give you my top 10 power rankings. I want to do this every week. I want you to criticize it, laugh at it, give me your thoughts, who you would put, the whole thing. So obviously this is the way too early power rankings, and all of these are going to be um, pretty much based on
So am I doing one and
postseason
you're doing one, or we're
success.
just one combined, or
No,
just yours?
we're doing one combined. So I'll give you mine, and then we'll
We'll
argue
combine
about
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So and I think that, and this is we're doing 1 to 10 because obviously nobody wants to here
Let's do it. Let's do
a
30.
30 team. We can do
No,
30 to we can do a 30 once a month, and we can do 30 to start the season, and we can go from there. But
the Orioles.
we'll do
I mean
hey
Rangers. Sorry,
the Orioles
I'm
are
kidding. I'm
very
kidding.
interesting.
Go.
They're not in the top 10, but they're
Yeah,
going to be
they're gonna be
feisty.
good.
So the criteria for this one. So the criteria for these next four power rankings
Yeah.
for these next 4 weeks is pretty much going to be what they did in the off season
Uh-huh.
and the projection that I think how they'll be in the regular season. And obviously, once we start seeing them in spring training, we'll have a better idea
The other producer writing
of the
everything down
team
for
and all
us,
that. Yeah.
just in
So
case you try to lie yourself into one of these.
well, you can always go back and
I
hear the pod.
don't want to listen to
So
myself more than once.
okay, so here we go.
I already
Ready?
get tired.
You want one
Oh,
through 10 or 10 to 1?
let's do 10-1.
10 to 1. All right. So number 10, I have the Cleveland Guardians.
Okay.
That's why I have a number 10. I think their pitching staff is still solid. I don't like their offense, but their roster is still pretty solid. They are in the club of owners that I hate, where they just don't spend money, but they still have a really good roster. So you got to
All
put
right.
them in there. Tito Francona is healthier, um, and so obviously I have a lot of admiration for that guy. So
So we'll get to 5 and then we'll mix it up.
yeah,
We'll see what changes we're gonna do.
yeah.
So number 9.
So Guardians 10. Number 9, I got the Toronto Blue Jays. I think they are like the Clippers. They have a good roster. On paper, they should be competing with the Yankees for the AL crown, but they just don't. When it comes down to it, there's too many injuries. They miss a lot of time, and they just for whatever reason can't put it together. But that roster, that offensively, can't compete with anybody. Um, so that's number 9. And
So
number
who's the
8,
Westbrook for them? Who's the Westbrook for them?
Westbrook. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't think they have. Well, I said they're the Clippers.
That's why. Did you hear they signed Westbrook?
No, not yet. They haven't. I
Uh,
hope they do, so I can
uh,
sync their season.
I got sources within. Oh, breaking
um,
news.
number 8.
Okay.
Number 8. I got the Seattle Mariners.
Okay.
I think they have a really bright future. There's going to be a team that competes with the Astros. It's going to be these guys. I don't think they're ready for that yet, but I think they're definitely on the trajectory to do so.
I'm
Number
hoping 1 through
7,
5 is NL teams because we're all AL loaded right now so far.
yeah, very
All
loaded.
right, let's go.
Well, I mean, the AL is deep.
AL.
Yeah, the AL is deep. And
I'm
there's a
just
lot
giving
of
you
good
a,
and there's a lot of
there's
good
gonna be some.
teams in the there's a lot of good teams in the NL. So,
Okay.
um, where are we at? 7, 6,
7, 7.
7. At number 7, I got your
Oh, 8.
no. I gave you Guardians,
Uh-huh.
Blue Jays,
Blue Jays.
and I gave you the Seattle. So I've given you
Yeah.
3. So
Yeah.
6. No, 7, 7.
Look
At
at this guy.
7,
Wow.
7, I
Okay.
got your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Wow.
I got them at 7. This
Okay.
is early. This is you and a bunch of Dodger fans were not
I'm
happy
not
with the
offended by
moves.
it.
Well, I'm just letting you know why they're 7.
Okay.
I think they're getting a little older. Their pitching is not as good as where they were last year. It's going to be a whole year without Walker Bueller, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have our guy Bauer. You let our guy Bauer walk. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't like the pitching staff for the Dodgers. That's why they're my 7th team. At number 6, I got the Philadelphia Phillies.
Okay.
Philadelphia at 6. Obviously, it's big splashing moves.
Defending NL West champs.
Yes, I understand that. Dave
Oh, NL West,
Dombrowski,
NL champs.
Dave Dombrowski spent a lot of money, got Turner, the whole thing. I just think sometimes you have to strike when the iron is hot. And I think last year was the year for Philly. And they couldn't take care of business. But I think last year was the year where they should have won the title. It was a magical season. I just think last year was the year. If they were going to do it, it was going to be last year.
So the question is, do you have the Rays above, or do you, yeah, or the Mariners on the next?
Well, I already said the Mariners.
Okay.
And
No, the Rays. Sorry,
The
sorry, the
Rays
Rays
just missed it. The Rays
and the
just
car.
missed it.
And sorry, it was the Cardinals. Sorry, it was the Cardinals and the Rays.
The Cardinals are coming up.
Okay, just making sure.
The
I
Rays
would.
just missed the top 10.
So wow, I'm shocked by that one. The Rays are always in the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're gonna be? I don't know. I think we should include them in there, but like I said, it's early.
Okay. Well, let's make the argument. So I've given you 5 teams. Should the Rays be in the top 10? Like 6
All right,
through
let's
10?
let's let's go 6. I'll tell you where I put them. Who's number
Okay.
6? One more time.
6 are the Phillies.
6 of the Phillies. Okay, the Phillies are fine. 7.
So I got Phillies, I got Dodgers.
No, we're listing them.
Huh?
Okay, so they'll
Oh,
take
you
the
want me to keep
Dodgers.
going? You want
They'll
me to
take the
keep going?
they'll take the Dodgers spot then.
Oh, you don't think the Dodgers are in the top 10?
The Dodgers would be in my they would be a little higher in the rankings, probably 5 if that.
Okay. Okay.
And
All
I
right.
would probably slide the Rays in between there.
So who you bumping from the list?
All right, so we're just going to who was 8?
So it was
The Blue Jays don't get bumped. The
So
Phillies don't get
Cleveland's
bumped.
10.
Cleveland, there you go.
So you bump Cleveland and you bring in the
Cleveland,
Rays.
Cleveland all the way.
I can see that. Okay, I can see that. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fair. That's fair. I can
Cleveland
see
is
that.
not I don't know, just the talent that the Rays always come up every year compared to the Guardians.
Okay. So
I
we'll
think Wander
do
has another year on top of him. He's gonna be really good. And they got some prospects coming up that
we'll do Blue Jays, right? Blue Jays, Mariners, um,
I love this.
Dodgers,
It's such a train wreck. I love it.
Phillies, Rays. Is that where you have them? 5?
6.
6.
Because I moved the
Okay.
Dodgers up to 5.
Gotcha. Okay.
Who's your 5?
So top 5. I got the Padres
At 5?
at 5. Is
Okay.
that too high, too low for you?
Keep going.
I got the Mets.
Okay.
I got the Yankees.
Okay.
I got the Braves, and I got the Astros.
So I would go Astros, Padres, Braves,
Really? I gotta see it
Yankees,
first, beat the Padres. I
and
gotta see it
Mets.
first. So you do Astros,
So that means we
Padres.
have to bump somebody else down because the Dodgers would take number 5 spot.
So you
So now we
have
have to bump.
Astros. So we agree with the
Let me
Astros.
let me see. I wrote it down. Astros, Padres, Braves,
I gotta see it with the Padres before
Yankees,
I put them up too high.
Yankees,
I got Yankees 3.
Mets. Oh,
Yankees.
Dodgers 5, and then the Mets 6. And the Blue Jays, Rays, Phillies.
Okay, so we pretty much have the same list except for the Guardians.
Yeah, the Guardians they have no, and the Mariners
You don't have the Mariners.
and the Mariners.
Oh, the Mariners. Okay. Yeah, I just think for the Padres.
But you said there was no Cardinals. You said the Cardinals are higher. Or did I give my list too soon in the year?
Oh no, you're right. I don't have the Cardinals. The Cardinals to me are 11. Cardinals are
Okay.
11 to me.
Yeah, that works out. I
In my list,
humbly,
I have Cardinals and I have Rays, 11 and 12.
yeah. Let's post it in our Twitter to see what the followers say, see what they think of our rankings,
Yeah, but
and tell them that I'm right.
for the Padres, like I think for the Padres, don't you have to see it first?
They're signing everybody and their mom. They just signed Cole Hamels today.
Oh, okay, Cole Hamels, come on.
I'm just saying they're signing everybody. So
I know, but
they're doing something right.
I think they get the benefit. The reason why I have them higher than the Dodgers was they finally did it in the postseason last year, and that was the big question
Why you
for
got to
us.
bring up?
Can they do
Why are
it?
you bringing up old news?
Can they do it in the playoffs? And they did it in the playoffs. But and I
Did
get
they
they got
really?
the whole point was that they would choke in the playoffs. They actually came up huge in the playoffs.
I still think if it was a 7 game series, it would have been gone.
Okay,
I think
that's fine.
I think that the whole playoff thing is
Oh, boo hoo,
booty,
boo hoo,
booty.
boo hoo. Win your
I think it should be
games.
7 games. I think it should be three and then seven the rest of the way. Right?
That is
Or
how it
one
is.
or 1 and 7. No, 1, 7, 7, and 7.
Oh, all of them seven.
So the wild card 1 game, division series 7, championship 7, the World Series 7.
Well, I mean, the way they're adding games and teams to the playoffs, I'm sure it's just a matter of time before that happens.
But that will add up all the money that they're making. Well, not all the money, but the 3 games that they're adding will be added
Yeah,
to the other game.
yeah.
Instead of a 5 game series, it'll be a 7 game series. I think it'll be more exciting, longer series, and I think they're more compelling of series. Because
I
I would love
think.
to see us. I would love to see a 7 game series with the Yankee. Was the Yankees and Astros, right? They played 5-2. Yeah, I would love to see a seven
See,
game
but
series. The
I
Dodgers
also think,
Padres 7 game series.
but you also get the games where if the team is cooked, they're gonna be cooked in that 7 game series too.
No, but I'm saying I
I
would love to see more of it. It's something I would like to see more. A
yeah
5 game series is managed different than a 7 game series,
yeah.
and I think everybody would agree with that. I don't know. I think we just got short. We got shortchanged last year with the 5 game series. Those
I think
two,
you're saying that because your team got eliminated.
no, the Yankees. I'm saying the Yankees Astros. I would love to see that series keep
But
going.
the Astros were clearly better than the Yankees.
Yeah, but it's based quality baseball. We're watching quality baseball compared to
You want to see another 9 innings of the Yankees strike it out?
yeah,
All right,
another classic.
to each their own.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think the Astros are going to be
It's like
number
when the
one.
Yankees. It's like when the Yankees and the Red Sox. You don't want to watch them in the 5 game series back in the 2000s.
No, I get you, but I think also there's the misconception of not all 7 game series are competitive.
Well, how competitive baseball is becoming. Yeah, it'll be competitive. I don't know. I just wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't sad. I haven't been satisfied. Even the 2020 kind of. I wasn't.
Well, the 2021 is a whole different ballgame because it's a short season, no fans.
Yeah.
That one's a
So
whole it's all separate argument. But when you compile this list, and I think it's going to be fun to talk about this list throughout the year because we have to take into account what we've seen this team do
yeah.
over and over again. And I think that's what's going to come into play with a lot of these teams. And I think that's why, even if the Blue Jays were to start off really hot, one of the concerns is going to be, well, kind of the questions we had about the Padres. Can they win in the playoffs? And in the AL, at least for me, at least my handicap for me in the AL is going to be, well, can you beat the Astros in the 7-game series? And
Yeah.
and that's going to be when compiling this power rankings. That's going to be very interesting because you're going to have teams that go on a 2-week hot streak and they're playing really good, and somebody may tell us like, hey, how come you don't have this team above this other team? Is like, well, when it really matters, who's better. We did this with the Dodgers and Padres all last year. The Padres would win a series. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. We'll see what happens in October. And we would brush them away because we hadn't seen it yet. And now there's more respect to them because of what they did in the playoffs. They got
They picked up everyone and their mom.
who's an adult. He's a
Yeah.
leader. He's going to stabilize a lot of the stuff from Tatis. So it's going to be, and then you also have the growth of Manny Machado, which I think was a huge component for the
When last
Padres.
year or just over?
No, last season, because last season he became the
I think he's
leader of that
grown
team.
ever since he left the Dodgers.
No, but last year was the first time where you were able to see Manny Machado, the leader of the clubhouse,
But yeah,
where
because Tatis is hurt.
he's the one that came out. No, but even when the whole steroid thing with Tatis came out, he's the one that reprimanded Tatis. Like it showed a lot of leadership to not just be like, oh, that's our guy, we're gonna back him up, but to really call him out and have that difficult conversation, which I think is you need to have if you're gonna be a really good baseball team. And the
And
Padres
they remind
finally
me
have that in the
of Barry
clubhouse.
Bonds and Jeff Kent back in the 90s. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Well, they're coming to
Fighting
blows
the
in the
dugout, yeah,
dugout.
dugout. Yeah. That's what they
Well, I think
remind
they
me.
would. I think if they could trade that these, I think they would do it.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna want him right now. I don't
Oh
think
no, but that's what I'm saying. I think if they could
you,
trade him, I think they would trade him.
you remember when I predicted this downfall when they first signed the contract?
Yeah, I do remember that. That was a good call by you.
Yeah, we hadn't seen enough. Is it 15-year contract? I think it is. Something like that?
Something like that. Yeah,
It's a
something
big it's a
crazy.
big contract.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I never wished the worst for somebody, but for him, since he's a Padre, yeah, good riddance. But the
Do you
Dodgers are
think we
open if you want to come.
do you think we see Bauer at all this year or ever?
It's a good question. I don't think so. He would have been signed by now. I don't think anybody wants the headache. Anybody wants the PR for it.
You think he's done
I think he's a
professionally?
Yasiel Puig. I think he's a Yasiel Puig
I
2.0.
think so too. And I think a lot of it has to do with how arrogant he's been about the whole thing. Which,
Yeah, yeah,
for the
he's
record,
been.
I don't blame him because this was a guy accused of almost pretty much raping this girl. He was pretty much
It's a
accused of doing the one thing as a man that you like cannot do to a woman. He was and so for him to be found to be um, innocent is huge. That you and I were beating on the drum
But the
super
thing
early
is he
of
really
he's
innocent?
innocent.
I don't think I think he's innocent, but not innocent by public opinion.
No, no,
And
but what
that's the
I
sad part. Well, that's what I'm saying.
no no
That's the sad part
yeah, but I
about
mean
it.
like he's been so like in your face. I told you I was innocent that I think
Yeah.
that rubbed a lot of these MLB teams the wrong way, and I don't think you will see him
I blame his
in a
agent.
major league roster.
I blame his agent and his people, the people around them. Just like
Yeah,
every other case that yes, Puig, same thing. The agent just let him hang around with the wrong people.
Not only that, but I wonder like how come nobody's there is able to tell this guy like, hey man, like you're innocent, but why don't you shut up? Why don't you
Mhm.
shut up and like celebrate by
Just shut
yourself?
up. Just shut up. Yeah.
Well, no, because
You want to keep. I'm saying you want to keep playing. Just shut
yeah,
up.
like you want to keep playing, you want to keep making millions of dollars. Shut up, just let it be, and be like, you know what happened to me is unfortunate, but I'm glad justice was on my side. I'm ready to move on. Yada 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 yada. And I understand why the Dodgers did what they did. I understand it. Whatever.
I don't understand why they did it.
No, no. Yes, but you got to play the game if you're Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, but I was just throwing out there. I don't understand why they did it.
Well, none of us understand it, but I'm saying you got to play the game. You got to play the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Um,
for all the stuff that all the heat that Barry Bonds gets for the steroid stuff and all that. The reason why he's beloved in San Francisco, and he goes and he's in that stadium all the time. Every time they put him on the jumbotron, everyone cheers for him. It's because he plays the game in San Francisco.
yeah,
He was a jerk to reporters everywhere else, but in San Francisco, Barry
yeah.
Bonds played the game, and he's reaping the benefits of that. McGuire,
I don't think we see him ever again. Like in the baseball
who
field.
Trevor Bauer? Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
not
think
in
so
this
either.
country. Not in this country.
Yeah, I don't think so either, and I think that's such a shame because not only is he really good, but he was innocent. And I think that's what sucks that he didn't know how to play the game of massaging the message and all that. So all of a
Well,
sudden he and it sucks. So I agree with you.
That's why you
I
pay.
agree with you.
That's why you pay the Boris premium for that.
Yeah. Well, because I think of McGuire. McGuire went from being a hero to being a juice head, and now he's beloved again. But he played the game. I remember
Hey,
I was
don't
watching
hate on
the
my guy, all right? Don't ever say anything
no
about my guy.
I was
That's my
watching
favorite.
this.
That was my favorite player growing up.
I was
Mark McGuire.
I was watching this clip. I was watching this clip of a fight between the Dodgers
Dimebacks,
and the Diamondbacks
Diamondbacks. Yeah,
when the whole like beef started, where the Dodgers ended up celebrating on the pool and all that. I had forgotten that that's why they went inside the pool because of all the shenanigans that the Diamondbacks did. But I was watching that, and Mark McGuire is like in the middle of it,
Kirk Gibson.
standing up for the Dodgers. I'm like, man, this guy went from everyone hating him, but he was able to play the game of public opinion, and he was allowed back in baseball. And Trevor Bauer just didn't do that, and he
Now that we're
should.
into this, now that we're into this, we never talked about Korea. We just never
Oh my
talked
god!
about that saga. We never brought it up. We never.
So the thing with Korea. So if you guys haven't heard about Korea, Korea is top three, top four shortstops in all of baseball. Um, he he
Got
signed a
paid.
1 year deal with the Twins last year. It was technically a 1 year with a player option, but he was never going to pick up that
Yeah, they're
option.
gonna pick that. We talking about that.
Um, he becomes a free agent,
Mm-hmm.
and when Xander gets paid, and when Turner gets paid, all the eyes turn to Correa because, like, whoa, these guys command that much. Correa, statistically speaking, is better than both.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would argue seeing Xander Bogaerts for 8+ years on the Red Sox, he's Correa may be better, but Xander's a better day-to-day guy to have in your
The
clubhouse, all of that. The
clubhouse.
benefits
Mm-hmm.
of Xander outweigh what Correa does on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And for Turner's he's younger, right? Turner's younger, or maybe they're around the
On the
same
younger side,
age.
yeah. They're on the same
Um,
age.
but you know, Turner's more dynamic. You can do, he's so fast that he kind of changes the way you have to defend him and pitch and all that. He's just a more dynamic player than Correa, but Correa is just a better shortstop, pure shortstop than both of them. So we all thought, okay, well, this guy's gonna get paid big money. The Giants step in and they offer him, they offer him a lot of
Offering
money, big old
the Brinks
contract,
truck.
13 years or something like that. Um, and then a few days after it comes out, well, his physicals came out bad, so the deal's off, and you're like, what? That's weird. And it was like, oh, something about his knees. His knees are not all that great,
His
and
ankle.
yeah, his ankle.
His ankle.
And but they were saying they were projecting that he was going to have bad knees because, and there was like videos that were coming out of the way he sets up to throw, that it's not the right way, and all that. Then the Mets show up, and the Mets were giving money to everybody, and they offer him a big old contract. So, oh, Correa's not going to the Mets, and the Mets are going to be loaded, and yada yada yada. And the same thing, they hired the same doctor that the Giants did, and all of a sudden it was the same result. Deals off. And at the end, Correa ends up with the Twins. Doesn't get
seven
the bag
years.
that he was originally going to get, but he gets a fairly decent bag. That was a crazy, what, like 3 weeks or so, 2 weeks.
Yeah, it
Nuts.
was crazy. Everybody just started paying attention to physicals after that. They're like, oh, let's check everybody's physicals. After people signed it, they wouldn't get excited over. It was like Aaron Judge, remember? Aaron Judge was a Giant for like a day, and then they ended up signing
Oh
somewhere
yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
leaked the story, and they're like, oh, hey, Aaron Judge was a Giant. I'm so glad the
That
Giants didn't get either or. I hate the Giants with a passion. The Giants are like my Yankees for you.
yeah. I know
I
when
hate the
when I was like,
Giants.
oh man,
Nothing good.
I hope they I hope they lose the Aaron Judge, but it
So he's
wasn't
back.
it wasn't meant to be. Um, but yeah, correct. You think what would you think of that whole situation with the Correa stuff?
We learned a lot about doctors. We
Mm-hmm.
learned about that players actually do get physicals. Um, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the big contract, to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of the 10-year, 12-year, 15-year. Like I said, with
Yeah,
Tatis when he signed that contract, I was like, I'm not a big fan because the odds of them living out that contract are very, very slim.
yeah.
We saw that with Pujols. Um, the one that just recently hit me pretty hard was Darvish, 6 years. He's 37 years old and he signed for 6 years. But the Padres are like, dude, you must have money to spend or something. 6 years for Darvish.
Yeah.
37-year-old. Like I don't understand. I know there's money to be thrown around, but I not a fan of the long contracts. I guess I grew accustomed to the Dodger way, the short term big fat money.
Yeah.
Um, that's kind of how I see the things. He's a really good player. I wanted to see him as a Dodger. I don't care about the whole
Correa.
2017 thing already. Yeah, correct. I wanted to see him as a Dodger. You heard me.
Yeah.
I texted you. I was like, he's gonna be a Dodger. He's gonna be a Dodger. I don't really care. People that know me very well, I care about winning. I don't care who's in the team. I root for you.
Yeah.
We rooted for Jansen for so many years, and he blew so many games for us. We well, I Broxton so many games he blew for us.
Kimbrough last year.
Kimbrough, you know, is what it
Yeah.
is. When you're with your team, you're with your team no matter what.
Right.
But it's crazy how much of the value just he devalues himself. Like we should have just taken the short contract where he was going to end up anyways.
Mm,
I think they said he didn't end up losing much money when he signed back with them from the original offer from the Twins.
yeah.
I like him there. I like him there. I think his image has changed a lot. I think he's like Springer. He's kind of forgotten about 2017. I think which a lot of people have already. I think he hasn't got the. I think they got the pardon that Altuve hasn't gotten all the Gurriel, I think it is. Yeah, Gurriel. All the ones that are still Astros haven't gotten, which I forgot about it already.
Would you
Uh,
rather be? You bring up a very interesting point. Would you, if you were in that position, say you played for the 17 Astros,
mhm.
would you do the Altuve move, stay, or would you be Correa and Springer, just want to get away from it?
I probably want to get away from it. People forget things. People forget things quick. If you do it the right way, I wouldn't want to stay there. It's
Because
too.
I would stay.
Yeah, yeah. You're a villain though.
Yeah,
You just
because
yeah. I'm not a villain.
I good guy Harry.
I can't. I could tell you you've never played in a hostile environment in a baseball
No,
game.
but
It's
I
not.
just
It's not fun, buddy. It's not fun.
I know, but I just think if you're Altuve, you just won another title, and you can say whatever you want to him now, and he's like, "So what? I did it again." I just think it's
Yeah.
one of those moments where Springer wanted to leave, and now he's a nobody in the Blue Jays. He's
You can say that, but he's saying, "Oh, they backed up the brink truck." So
no. I'm not saying
what?
no. Again, when I
But but you said there's a nobody. He's not really a nobody because
well, he is a nobody.
yeah, but he's getting paid,
What?
and that's kind of what the
Okay,
goal
but
is.
that's every player though. What I'm saying
Not
is
every.
there's no difference between Correa, Correa, Springer, and Trout right now. There isn't, and I love Mike Trout, but there comes a moment where if you're playing for if you're not playing to win,
Your value diminishes.
you're not gonna have a relevant moment, and that's fine. You want to say, oh well, I'm getting paid a lot of money.
But I don't think baseball
Good.
is about that though. I
Well,
don't
I mean,
think baseball is about
it
winning.
is if you're
I don't think
watching
it
it.
gets you in the Hall of Fame if you're winning.
No, it doesn't. But I would
But that's kind
much
of the
rather
angle
be.
but that's like the angle for a lot of these players. They want to be in the Hall of Fame, and that's kind of and winning is not really the, the way of it.
I
We've
know, but
seen some guys have
yeah, but
been horrible.
I would rather be the guy who stays on a championship team, just because. Not even for the rings aspect of it, but just I think it's more fun when you're playing on a winning team.
But I think baseball has turned over now to the I want to get paid now. It's the I want to get paid league. I don't think winning, like I said, I don't think winning is a big thing anymore. It's whoever has a bigger paycheck, whoever's going to give me more years. I don't think it's, and you can make the argument. Betts, Betts, he stayed with us because he got paid.
I know what Betts is also in a
Not Betts.
losing baseball
Sorry. It wasn't.
situation.
Sorry. Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman came to us because he got
I know,
paid.
but Freddie Freeman went from one winning situation to another.
Yeah, but he
It
like
would have been different had Freddie Freeman took like the Rangers money. It still matters. The thing is, you could make a lot of
there you go.
money
Seager. Seager's like
in
the
winning
perfect.
situation. Yeah, and now Seager will never have another relevant moment for the rest of his baseball career.
But
And
he
you
got
could say,
paid.
"Oh, well, he's going to make a lot of money. It doesn't matter." Okay, but as a fan, I think it matters. I think it
I,
matters. If I at least if as a fan, I think it would matter. If I'm a player, I want to be in relevant moments. Derek
but
Jeter,
are you a fan of the team or are you a fan of the player?
I'm a fan of the team, but I'm saying Derek
So
Jeter,
so
for example.
whoever comes in, you're gonna be a fan of, right?
Yes, but I'm thinking of this from the standpoint of the player, not from the standpoint of the fan. I'll say Derek Jeter. If Derek Jeter played his entire career on the
But those are
A's or
different
the
times.
Angels. No, no, no. If he played his entire career in the with the Angels, does he win? Does he go to the Hall of Fame? No, he doesn't. But there was a mystique about Derek Jeter because he was always in big moments. Now, if you look at the number tells you that Jeter was the same player all the time. He was below average defensively. He was an average bat, but he
But
played
he played well in the biggest moments.
well. He was himself in the biggest moments.
He played very, very well in the biggest moments, and that's
No,
what
he
got him in.
played. No, the stats. If you look at the stats, Jeter was stayed the same, which is better than most. A lot of guys dip and become worse. He stayed the same. So, but Derek Jeter had the advantage that he played winning teams his entire career. That I think if I'm imagining what I would want, I would rather be Derek Jeter than
So what about how about the case of Tony Gwynn?
Tony Gwynn
Never
is
won,
like,
never won,
yeah, Tony Gwynn is like Mike Trout.
never won. He's just there. He was a Padre.
Yeah. And by and large,
He never had a big moment.
I know. And by and large, Tony Gwynn, unless you love baseball and have followed baseball a long time, Tony Gwynn is a lot like Cal Ripken Jr. And nobody really cares.
I care.
Yeah, but you are a baseball junkie.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I
Yeah,
just think
yeah.
if unless you're following the Orioles day to day or the Padres or the Angels, or unless you're plugged into baseball the way you and I are, and you more than me, you don't care about Tony Gwynn. You don't care about Cal Ripken. You almost don't care about Mike Trout either.
Like, but like an example of Scott Brocious. Scott Brocious was in the biggest moments in the Yankees. I mean, you know, and they didn't. If that's your argument with Jeter, Scott Brocious was one of the.
Yeah, but Scott Brocious wasn't there a long time. But I do remember Scott Brocious against the Diamondbacks and his stupid celebration where he hits that home run. I do remember that. I was 10 years old watching that, 10, 11 years old watching that. And I still remember that. I'm
Yeah.
never going to have a moment like that again with Springer, with Correa. I might never have that moment with Mike Trout. Otani might go to the Dodgers, so he might have that moment with the Dodgers and he'll be immortalized forever.
Mm-hmm.
But besides
He's already
that,
immortal.
who? Otani?
Jump on the Otani train. Let's go. Let's go.
But you need those moments. You need those big moments. You need them. Maybe not to make the Hall of Fame, maybe not to, but to be immortal forever to a fan base. And to matter to a fan base, you do need that. You absolutely need that.
And this is why baseball is such a beautiful sport because there's no guidelines to how to be a Hall of Fame. There's no guidelines how to be an MVP. There's
Yeah,
no
for
guidelines.
sure. But there is a guideline if you want to be beloved by a club forever. There is guidelines
So
for
you
that.
think Justin Turner is gonna be beloved forever on our side?
On whose side? The Red Sox?
The Dodgers.
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? As soon as Justin Turner retires from baseball, he's gonna come right back to LA and he's gonna be at a bunch of Dodger games. And
What
every
about
time
Kike
people see
Hernandez?
him,
We're never gonna we're never
I
gonna see those
think
moments as the
I
Red Sox.
think I think Kike. Well, Kike had a big playoffs 2 years ago. The thing with Kike, it's gonna be wherever he wants. If Kike wants to go back to the Dodgers organization, be part of it, he'll be endeared and beloved forever there.
No, but I'm saying he's never gonna have that moment with the Red Sox that he had with
Yeah.
the
Oh,
Dodgers.
come on. Don't
This guy,
stop it.
this guy's
The
like
Red
one of
Sox
the
are going to
most
be back in the playoffs next season. We're
like
going to
two
be
years. What do you?
competing
He'll be
next
gone by then.
season.
He'll
No,
be
he
gone
won't.
by then.
No, he won't.
You forget who
Kike,
your ownership. You forget who your ownership is.
they're going to sell. They're going to sell. We're going to get a rich guy who loves baseball or loves to win, and we're going to be good.
Let's go buy the
Trust
Red
me.
Sox.
Oh God, yes, let's do it.
I'll go. I'll go sign a bunch of people.
um,
I'll go sign everybody. I'll start trading everybody.
but I just think you have to get you to matter to a team. You need those moments. You do. You absolutely do. Because if not, you become irrelevant to everybody else. And you can say what people can hate Altuve, but he belongs to Houston, and Houston's gonna take care of him forever. It happened with Barry Bonds. It just happens. The guy who
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
sure, but the guy who doesn't have this, and a lot of it is his fault, is A-Rod.
That he's
Yankee
loved.
fans, Yankee fans hate him. The Mariners obviously don't claim him.
Nobody
Nobody
claims
likes
him.
him. J Lo
Nobody.
doesn't claim him either. Nobody, nobody likes A-Rod. Um, and so it's just a difficult thing as a fan, because I as from the fan perspective, I just think it's sad when these guys that had playoff moments don't have them anymore. And Correa's one of them, and Springer was one of them, and they just opted out for not having those moments. And even your boy Seager, we had a whole conversation about Seager when he was at the Dodgers, how he was the most reliable Dodger in the
Yeah,
toughest moments.
and now he's
Um,
not.
and now he's in Texas. So,
So now that we hit spring training, how do you feel about your Red Sox?
oh my God. I
I
I
didn't hit
don't.
you with a curveball. It's in the lineup, bro. Like you gotta. It's in the rundown. I don't know. I don't know
um,
why you're all like,
I don't. I don't know.
wow.
I'm still really bummed out about the Xander thing. I like the Mookie Betts thing. That one pissed me off not so much. And you and I did a bunch of pods during that time. So
Mhm.
and I told you what upset me about the Mookie Betts trade wasn't that they traded him, or wasn't just that they traded him, because I just thought it was idiotic to let him go. But if Mookie Betts didn't want to sign with us, that's his right. He wanted to go to somewhere else. That's he could do what he wants. What upset me was how little we got for him. And
You guys got Verdugo.
from the Mookie Betts trade, we got Verdugo, we got Jeter Downs, and some other guys. Everybody that we got from the Dodgers is no longer in the Red Sox except for Verdugo.
Yeah, I
And
remind you of that every
Verdugo
day.
and Verdugo's
I sent you
okay.
the Jeter Downs designate for assignment.
Verdugo's okay. Verdugo's fine, and he's a nice
He's
player to have on your team. But you can't trade him. That can't be the what you got for Mookie Betts. That can't be. That can't be the haul. When you look back and say, okay, we had this generational talent, this future first ballot Hall of Famer.
mhm.
What did you get for him? Verdugo. That can't be the haul. That cannot be it. And so
And the Dodgers had so
that
much to give up.
Yeah, like had we came back with, you know, some of your top guys or one of your top guys and two middle prospects, I'd be like, you know what, I still hate it, but we got something. We can work with this. The
Well,
Xander
Jeter Downs was up
Bogarts.
there. Wasn't he was a middle.
Oh my god, yeah, but Jeter Downs, you saw him play once, and you're like, yeah, this guy sucks.
I love the trade.
Um,
It was
oh
great.
well, of course he did,
It was a higher
but
robbery.
but Xander Bogarts, that one just hurt because, and you know this.
Well,
I
you could
love
go south
Xander
and watch him.
Bogarts.
You could go south and watch him.
Yeah, whatever.
You could drive 2 3 hours. Now you don't have to fly
Xander
to Boston and watch
Bogarts.
him.
Xander Bogarts was my favorite player. I
Don't
love
worry,
Xander Bogarts.
I know you're a low key Padres fan or undercover
No,
Padres fan.
I can't
I,
stand Machado. I can't stand Manny Machado, but I think the Xander Bogarts just really bothered me because we gave Trevor Story, who now has a bad elbow. God knows when he's going to play, a big old contract. We could have taken Xander Bogarts. We could have taken care of him last
you guys took
offseason.
care of Devers though.
Yeah, which I think a lot of it was the fan base bullied them into doing that. But I think just that this idea that the guy who wanted to be with the Red Sox, he grew up his entire he came to the Red Sox as an 18-year-old. He played in the World Series as a 20-year-old. You let him walk. Like it just that to me, you're the Red Sox. You print money. Money
Yeah,
cannot be the reason why you miss out on Xander Bogarts or any player for that matter, but specifically Xander Bogarts. And
yeah.
I just hated that. So I'm still recovering from that. I don't like the roster. The pitching's going to be better because the bullpen is they've reinforced the bullpen.
Chris Sale, what is he gonna do?
Oh God, if I gotta read another one of these Chris Sale's committed to this year articles, I'm gonna throw up. Um,
I know how to make you flip out, don't I? I have like keywords for you.
I just look. Last year we finished last. I think we're gonna be around the
Finish
same.
dead last.
Uh, the Yankees are the Yankees are not better, but the Yankees are better than the Red Sox, even though the Yankees did not get better.
Yeah.
The Rays are better, and I think they got better because they're a year older, and those guys are about to
Mhm.
hit their prime. The Orioles got better because they're just their team is finally growing up. We're just in trouble. We're in trouble in that division. So
Wow.
I'm gonna
We haven't even
watch.
started the season and you're already in trouble.
I'm gonna watch a lot of them. We're gonna win.
It's gonna be a long year for this
It's
podcast.
gonna be it's gonna be a long year. Um, I'm gonna have to adopt a second team just to have
The
a
Dodgers.
lively conversation. I watch a lot of Dodgers.
Yeah. Root for
But
the
no,
Dodgers.
I gotta adopt a team that's gonna piss you off. So I gotta work on that. What
The
team?
Giants. There you go, the Padres.
Yeah, but they gotta be good. The Padres are too
The
easy.
Padres.
The Padres are too easy because it's everyone's gonna be on the Padres. So but yeah, that's how I feel about the Red Sox. We're gonna win 60 to 75 games.
Wow.
Yeah. I have to watch Bobby Dahlbeck strike out 500 times again.
It's my boy right there, Bobby Dahlbeck.
Arroyo lose the ball in the sun.
Bobby
Yeah,
Boucher.
I'm just gonna. It's gonna be a long year. What about you? What about the Dodgers? Talk to me about the Dodgers. How do you feel?
Um, 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 I'm trying to act like you. No, We look good. We look good this year. There's a couple of holes. I like going into spring training, usually not knowing certain positions instead of having like the whole team locked up.
Yeah,
Like every year, it's been like, oh, okay, wait, the whole team is here.
yeah.
Now we need to look for a center fielder. We need to look for a third baseman, some pitchers, some bullpen. I think it's gonna be an exciting spring training to see who comes up. They signed a few guys. I'm excited for Hayward. See what we can do with that guy. See if we can fix him.
Hmm.
Um, that should be a lot of help. I'm curious to see what Trace Thompson does. To
Yeah.
see if it was a 1 year fluke and then that's it, or is he the real deal? Um, excited to see when Muncy comes back. How Muncy comes back. He was injured the last couple of years.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Bueller's gonna be a blow, but I think I've already said it. The Padres are gonna win the division. The Dodgers are gonna be the wild card. Like, it's like obvious. Like this team pretty much bought everything out there as possible. I don't know where they're getting their money from, but I think it's the same way that same place that the Dodgers are getting the money from.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, yeah, we got some holes, but I think they'll find it. I believe in Andrew Freeman. Um, yeah, I'm not as depressed as you. 95 wins. Um, yeah, let's get ready to go. And we're not cheaters. We didn't cheat in
Are you
2018.
sure? Because Jock Peterson says otherwise.
You like that segue, don't you?
I do. That was very smooth. So you sent me this story. I got to give you credit because you sent me this story of the report is there's a book coming out, and in this book
Oh, you
they're
did some research,
disclosing.
didn't you?
I did. Um, and in this book, it's coming out. The Dodgers are being accused of cheating, much in the way of the Astros. Maybe not as
The
elaborate,
Astros.
but very
Uh-huh.
like something very similar. And in the book, there's this story where Jock Peterson's he's overheard in the World Series in Fenway. He's walking and he's saying, "Hey, do we have the signs ready or something like that?" And Chase Utley and some other guy tell him, "Hey, shut up! What are you doing?" And obviously, Dave Roberts just came out and said that's not true. Major League Baseball looked into it, and all of that is not true. As a Dodger fan, and let me tell you, just from somebody who stands on the outside, this coming out and being true would be the greatest story ever because it just would make not you, but 95% of Dodger fans hypocrites for all the
Yeah,
crap that they gave the Houston
the
Astros.
Astros. Hmm.
And just to see how Dodger fans have to
Take that in.
take that and swallow that pill of you guys cheated and you couldn't even win the World Series. You guys cheated and got destroyed in the World Series. Now, who knows what's going to come out? Who knows how much baseball is really going to look into this? I don't think they're going to look much into this. I think this is going to be one of those stories that you and I have a lot of fun with, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Do you think there's any truth to this story?
yeah,
You do. Okay.
yeah. I don't know how much of it, but I think it goes on, and that type of thing goes on,
Yeah.
especially if nobody's monitoring and nobody's because just go back to that timeline, 2017, they were the Astros did what they did, and you know nobody figured it out till the years later.
Well, not only
So
that, but
why
during
does
that
why doesn't it
time,
mean that the Dodgers wouldn't do it? Or somebody
well,
else did it?
during that time, the report came out the Yankees were doing it too. Remember,
Yeah.
the Yankees were doing it too.
Well, I don't
Um,
blame them. You have a camera in center field that you can see everything. Put
yeah,
somebody in the back. There was never a rule against that. Just
yeah.
like still to the day, there's no rule that tells you that you can't flash a sign from second base as a runner. to the batter, to whoever it
It
is,
happens all the
to tell
time.
them, yeah, change your signs. I don't know.
The remember when the do you remember the story that came out a few years ago of the Cardinals, where the Cardinals were taping, was it the Rangers? They were
The
taping
champ in the World
some
Series.
team. No, 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 it was after. It was post World Series. But they got caught taping a team, and they got like
Well,
in
they played.
trouble. They
Well,
took
they
away
played in
the
the World
draft pick.
Series.
No, no, I know, but it was after the World Series. It was not
Okay.
like during that time. And it was very interesting because that story kind of came and went, and maybe because it's the Cardinals and they didn't win a title because of it. And it was like a regular season type of recording. Then nothing happened, but the Cardinals were super famous for that. I remember this the when they were playing the Dodgers a lot in the playoffs. There was the series where they kept stealing signs, and the Dodgers pretty much lost like two times to them because they wouldn't change their signs. So all this has gone on in baseball a long time, and I think what made the Astros so hated by everybody was how the audacity that they had to be so elaborate with it.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to cheat, but it's a whole other thing when you have like this whole system. The Red Sox got in trouble too because they were doing stuff with iWatches and stuff. So
My thing is, if it's out there, it's legal.
yeah,
If you have a problem with it, stop it. Throw at somebody's head or something. I don't know. It's happening at all levels. It doesn't. I don't know. It's
yeah,
just. I guess people just don't understand. People that haven't played the game don't understand
right,
the way things go. Um, During that time, there was a just watching the games. You could tell they were cheating. There was some type of relay going out,
yeah,
especially with people having more control that they had to, and they had. Remember that during that time, people would have like extra coaches, and like it was just weird. Like
yeah.
they hired a bunch of like extra people in the dugout that weren't
Hmm.
like coaches, but they were like coaches.
Yeah, they were
If
like
that makes
the
sense,
staff or whatever. Yeah.
advisors or something. Uh, I remember Manny Moto was one of them for the Dodgers, and I was
Hmm.
like, okay, like,
Yeah.
okay, who's that? Um, I know who's that, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, just not gonna help the team out at all. Um, I don't know. I don't care to hear the truth. To be honest with you, I'm past that already. It's 2018.
Okay.
Who cares? We didn't win. If you don't win, it's not considered cheating in a sense,
Ah, okay.
right?
Sure, why not?
Right? If you don't win, then you're not really cheating
Sure,
because, or
sure.
you're,
Whatever
or
makes you
cheating,
feel better.
or you're cheating with the wrong answers. I don't.
Yeah, you're a stupid cheater if you don't win.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, isn't it considered cheating has some type of advantage to,
well, I mean, I guess you guys didn't know how to use it.
yeah. So it's not technically cheating. So the Astros were the only successful team that successful.
Yeah, so was in the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
let's end with this. To start the season, there's going to be new rules implemented.
Yeah.
Rules that they've tried them in minor league baseball. Some of them have
Hmm.
worked. They're coming up to the major league level,
Hmm.
um, and we'll see what you think of them. One of them that's not here is Major League Baseball has pretty much said the the zombie runner is here to stay.
The Ghost
That's
Runner.
kind of indefinite. Where in extra innings that you start off with the last batter to make it out starts off at second. A lot of it's to speed up the game, get the game to end faster, and all that, which makes the game longer because you're scoring more. But That's a different conversation. Anyway, the first rule, the shift. No more shifts.
No more.
So the rule
Infielders
is
have to sit in third, right?
at the time a pitch is thrown, all four infielders are required to be on the infield dirt or infield grass, with two on each side of, of second base. Players will be allowed to move as soon as the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. Originally, infielders who began the game on one side of the field will not be allowed to switch to the other side for the entirety of the game, but that was revised in just each inning. So that changes a lot because now you're going to start seeing a lot more awesome plays on defense. You're going to start seeing a lot of athleticism on defense, but also you're going to start seeing a lot of hits that were outs the last few years. And
Yeah.
so there's going to be more runners, more runs. I like this rule.
Nah.
I really like this rule. You don't like it.
No. I hate it.
Why?
You should be allowed to do whatever you please. If you want to play with five outfielders, go ahead and play with five outfielders. It makes the game fun. It makes the game fun. It makes
I
it.
just think the advantage was so much steered towards the defense. It just
It's a baseball game. It's not a hitting. It's not just hitting.
I know, but you got to even out the playing field.
How are we
And
becoming
you
hot?
could
Are we becoming hockey now that there's
no,
offside
but
rules?
it became one of those things where you didn't really have to be a good defensive player because you would just stay here. The ball's going to come hit to you.
It's still that way, huh?
And a lot of the plays that were made in the past of where it was awesome defensive plays were not really being made game to game.
Yeah.
And now this returns that this is good for guys like Bobby Dahlbeck. This is really good for him.
Cody Bellinger,
Cody Bellinger.
Joey
Cody Bellinger is going to
Gallo,
have a monster year
Joey
with
Gallo.
the Cubs. Joey, where is Joey Gallo? Wherever
Good
Joey
riddance.
Gallo is, this is gonna help him out too.
That's Siri.
So that's one. The second one, the pitch clock. There's a pitch clock in baseball. I like this. As somebody who watches a lot of baseball, there's times where these pitchers take forever. And sometimes it's like there's not even a runner on base where you could justify you taking forever. So the pitch count, the pitch rule, the pitch clock is pitchers will have 15 seconds to throw a pitch with the bases empty and 20 seconds with a runner on base. Hitters will need to be in the batter's box with 8 seconds on the pitch clock. So that I like this rule. I like this rule a lot. It's going to speed up the game. There's going to be less mind games. I like this rule. You like this rule?
I like this rule. I think they need to bring back the old rule of you can face how many batters you want, not just the three batter rule. I think that one needs to be
Yes,
revised.
I agree.
But this rule works. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it.
And then if you don't pitch before the clock expires, if you're not in the throwing motion before as time expires, then it's a ball.
At
So I
least we
like
have
that.
time to prepare for this stuff, though. That's the cool part about it.
Yeah.
And that's stuff all you want in spring training.
And then exactly. Get it down in spring training, and then we'll see from there. Pickoffs. Pickoffs are one version of a disengagement, which consists of any time the pitcher makes a pickoff attempt, fakes a pickoff, or simply steps off the rubber for any reason, as well as when the defense requests time, pitchers are allowed to disengagement plate without penalty. The disengagement rules resets if a runner or runners advance a base within the same plate appearance. So, which basically means you cannot just be throwing to the base over and over and over again, right? That's pretty much what that means.
Yeah, I'll make them throw twice and then take a big lead.
Yeah.
You got to
So,
pitch.
and here the way it's going to be enforced is after a third step off, the pitcher will be charged with a balk. I like this rule because sometimes you'll
I
get
don't like
the
this rule.
pitcher. I don't really.
Uh,
You just sometimes see the pitchers like throwing 10 pickups.
I
Okay,
like
well the
that.
guy's not gonna run. The guy's not gonna
That's me.
run.
You get the guy
Pitch,
tired.
pitch.
You get the guy tired. You're getting the guy tired.
God, I like that rule.
So you're telling me that you throw over there twice or you step off. Let's say you step off once because you have a hair in your nose or there's a fly. That's once. And then the second time you step off would be the first time technically, right? And the third time you get to block. That's stupid. That's very
I just
stupid.
think you get these guys that are stepping off for everything. Oh, I gotta check my nuts. How many do I have? Oh, I still got two. All right. Oh, let me go. Oh no, I gotta step off again. I gotta wipe off my sweat. Oh, all right. Let me step. Oh, let me step off again.
I
There's
like
a
it.
something on
I
my
don't like
there's
the
a
rule.
fly in my
I
elbow.
like
I
I
hate
like
that. Like, dude, like, come on, pitch.
you're slowly
Come
becoming a
on.
casual fan. I'm not liking it.
You need to catch up, old man. I'm trying to
No,
save
no,
baseball
no.
here. I'm trying to save baseball.
Save
Um,
baseball, get rid of Manfred.
um, the other rule is bigger bases. So the size will be increased from 15 inches to 18 inches. Obviously, this is for player safety, um, decrease dislocated fingers, stuff like that. This rule, I mean, just makes sense. It's not really a rule. It's just a change
I don't like
in
it.
of course, in equipment. Why
And
don't you like it?
you can't even hear me out. You just like, of course you don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
Because I don't, and I just don't like it. Is that a valid reason?
I like it. I think it's
No,
gonna
I just I don't
it'll
like it because they're slowly getting rid of like everything. You know, it's like I used to like when used to the Chase Elliott rule. I used to like it going
see
into the bag. Now
you're a dirty player. That's what you
it's
are.
not a dirty player. It's just it's what makes the game fun. The game
Sure.
is slowly not becoming fun. It's becoming fun.
Oh,
It's becoming fun in other ways, like pimping your home run, pimping
come
your
on. Come on. What are you
pimping your
talking
strikeout.
about? Baseball's a lot of fun. This is
That's
making the game more fun.
no, it's
We're gonna
not.
have more baseball. That's what we're gonna have. We're having more
I
baseball.
like hearing the catcher get cracked at home plate. I like hearing, you know, it's part of the game.
Okay, sure.
No?
The other one.
Wow. He said, wow.
Well, look, I just
I quit.
the whole point. You want to keep the best players on the field. I think it. I understand the whole. You want to see the
But
catches
the
being
best players on the
relative.
outfield though.
What?
The best players are outfielders.
Okay, but sometimes, like when Buster Posey, and I know you hate the Giants, so you probably didn't care for Buster Posey, but when he got hurt on the play at home, that sucked because now we don't have Buster Posey. I think those
That's cool.
plays
I was so
need to
happy when he was
be.
gone. He should have gone higher.
Oh my god! I think those plays are need to be removed to keep the players on the field. So I'm all for it. I'm all for the
I
bigger
think that
bases.
rule should come back that they're allowed to take out the second baseman. Since it's a bigger bag, they have more space for them to cross over the bag to throw to second. I mean to first. Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah.
Isn't that a good one? No?
Mm. You just want to see.
As long as you slide into the bag, everything is fair game,
Okay,
right?
sure.
The
I'll
bag
agree
is
with.
big enough so you can just come
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
side.
for
Uh,
sure.
you're no fun.
Um, this isn't NFL Blitz, Harry. This is baseball. Uh,
I
the
missed that
other
game.
rule, the last rule we have is the position player. So position players, typically you'll see a
Where the
position
pitchers?
player. Yeah,
Okay.
position players pitch when the game's like out of reach. all of that. So the
No, like
previous rule allowed them to use one when up or down by six or more runs. And the tweak is what does it say here? So this is you are allowed to so they would kind of increase it to up to 10. So instead of when you're up or
I'm like a
down by
rule.
6 runs, you which in leading them team would have to be put up as many as 10 or more, while the trailing team would have to be down by 8 or more in order to pitch a position player. I don't like this rule. I think this rule's stupid. They should have just left it as is. Um, but I think they're
So what
trying to
happened?
limit.
So
Go
what
ahead.
happens when, like, let's say you use all your bullpen and now you're like, I'm not up by 8 or 6 runs. What do you use? That's kind of my
I don't
question.
know.
There is like, it's like when you're like in like you have a night game and then a day game the next day. You're not gonna use you have to use your bullpen one day.
Yeah.
So that's why I like the they should have like a designated position player that's allowed to pitch during that time.
Yeah. I don't
Or
I don't
or
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 what?
since you have a traveling crew, you should have a couple of pitchers there. If you go an extra innings, you're allowed to have one extra pitcher the next day.
Ooh, I like that rule.
Just in,
That's good.
that's
Yeah,
a good
look at
rule.
you, Harry.
Something good came out of
That's a
something
good
good
one.
came out of
There
this.
you go. See, we
That's
we
a good
both
one,
agree.
right?
We
Right?
both hate this one. Yeah, that is a good rule. That is a good rule. Um,
That'll get rid of the whole thing, you know?
and that's it. Those are the rules.
Yeah, those are the rules.
So we'll see how it impacts the game. I think it should be, for the most part, it should be the same and it should be fun. Um, I don't think it's going to affect it that much. Maybe the pitch clock, maybe you'll see a big walk in a big moment just because the pitcher doesn't, lose a sense of the clock or whatever. But um, I think in the long run, this is going to help the game a lot.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Or I'll go back to watching scripted NFL football.
Yeah, we'll see what the script is for next year. Um, so yeah, anything else? Any other thoughts on baseball or anything else before we log off?
Just for the viewers, for the listeners, there's a lot of good prospects out there.
Yeah.
You should go check out. I'll probably have a list by the next podcast, hopefully.
Okay.
Prospects to go watch. I know one
Yeah.
is Volpe from the New York Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
I know you wouldn't be looking at him, but I will. He's supposed to be the next big thing, so
Yeah.
check him
We'll
out.
see.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
Um,
as a Red Sox fan, I hope he's not the next big thing.
Supposed to be the next big shortstop, but
Yeah. He
prospects, you
looks
never know.
he looks good. From what I've seen, he looks good.
Yeah, Canelo still sucks.
Oh yeah.
Um, just I'm excited for this year. After Sunday's thing that happened,
Super Bowl.
whatever you call that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
I was so excited. I was like, but after it ended, I was like, yeah, here we go, baseball season. Let's go. And he hit me
Yeah.
up on Tuesday. Then he hit me up on Tuesday, like, hey, podcast. I'm like, all right, let's get it.
Yeah. Baseball's
Um,
back.
it's gonna be a fun season. Check out the WBC. It's gonna be fun. Check out spring training. Um, the crazy part, I don't know if you want to do more research and we could talk about it late, probably the next podcast. But the whole Bally Sports thing, they're about to
Yeah,
go
that's gonna
bankrupt.
that's gonna be very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so we we'll tease something for next time.
Yeah.
But if you wanna look into that, and I'll look into that, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, for
That's gonna be
sure.
very interesting
Yeah.
going into the season because a lot of teams are affected. I think half of the teams are affected.
Yeah.
So half of the teams that are affected by this. I think it might be a
Yeah.
good thing, Maybe the end of blackouts.
Hopefully. That'd be amazing.
That's my hope in
Hopefully.
the blackouts.
um, I do have a sad news to bring up. Tim McCarver died today. Uh, Catcher, longtime baseball player, played for the Red Sox among other teams.
Fox analyst.
But he was the Fox color commentator with Joe Buck. When I first started watching baseball, he was the voice of baseball with Joe Buck.
Yeah, Joe. Oh, the real Joe Buck, not this one, right? That was the other Joe Buck. Was it that Joe Buck or this Joe Buck?
No, Joe Buck. The dad is called Jack Buck. But him and Tim McCarver and Joe Buck called games, and they were really good, and I really enjoyed them. So Tim McCarver was 81 years old.
Yeah,
So
another good one. Another good one is gone.
yeah, so sad news for all of baseball today in
Baseball.
in terms of that. But it should be a fun season that begins with the World Baseball Classic. So we'll definitely be updating you guys and keeping up with all the crazy shenanigans that take place within that tournament. So Harry, it's good to have you back. We'll do it again.
Go Lakers too.
Throughout the
They're
baseball
back.
season.
They're back.
I sure hope so.
We're back. We're back.
And so till then, watch baseball. NBA All-Star Game. I don't think anybody above the age of 15 watches it, or you watch it. Okay.
The highlights.
And
I didn't say I watched the game. I watched the highlights.
okay. And then yeah, so get ready for baseball and should be fun. So for the Arizona podcast,
You should make it a thing. You should make it.
What?
You should make it a thing and go to spring training when you're. Think you enjoy.
I've gone to spring training.
No, the Red Sox in Florida.
Oh no, I've never done that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
That should be your bucket list. Tell wifey that's in the bucket list.
Yeah, we should do that. We'll do that next coming years. But yeah, for German, that was a podcast. Harry, talk to you later.
Till next time.
Everybody else, till next time. Go Sox.